Rob's Piano Room. This series of videos is designed to introduce theoretical musical concepts in a way to make it as easy as possible for you to learn to improvise at the piano. Each module introduces one or two concepts in an understandable way and includes a PDF worksheet with ideas of how to practice each concept before moving on. I am assuming that you have at least some musical literacy, such as the ability to read music, and at least some knowledge of triads, key signatures, etc. I have tried to make it so that those with less experience will still be able to continue through the series. We will begin with very simple material, so feel free to skip anything that you're already familiar with, although you might find that as we are trying some things you might not have tried before, it might be worth starting simply even if you do have more extensive musical experience. Each person can work through these modules at their own pace. We learn everything in the key of C first. You may decide to stay there for a while or move on more quickly. It's up to you. You can simply add more keys, textures, etc. as you feel ready. As well as learning how to improvise, I believe that practicing your way through these modules will enable you to understand written music better, possibly even allowing you to modify the music you're reading if you so choose. So let's get started. So for this first video, let's start with some very basic information. We're going to look at the C major scale and the triads that are formed on each degree of the scale. Let's play through these and look how they are numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to 1. Our majors are 1, 4, and 5. The minor chords are 2, 3, and 6, with 7 as a diminished chord. Notice we tend to use Roman numerals to indicate chords and irregular numbers to indicate notes. Also notice that the 1, 4, and 5 are in uppercase, as these are major chords. We tend to write minor and diminished in lowercase. So now let's focus on the chords numbered 1, 4, and 5. These chords are the most important to start with, as they form the backbone of conventional harmony. There's a lot of songs that only use these chords. So now let's start with the 1 chord. Right now we're in C, so that would be the 1 chord. We're going to think of this as the home bass chord. Pretty well all music written in conventional harmony ends on the 1 chord, and a lot, but not all, start on it. So once we have our home bass chord, we're going to look at the number 5 chord next. The function of the 5 chord is mostly to lead back to the 1 chord so they work together. So 5 to 1. So the 4 chord can work the same way, but it's a little bit of a softer sound. It's not quite as strong. So 4 to 1. The 4 can also work as a preparation for the 5 chord. So we end up going 4 to 5 to 1. A very common progression is to start on 1, then move to our 4, then to our 5, then back to our 1. Now, you might be wondering why we use numbers rather than just saying C, F, and G. The reason is that this will eventually enable us to think of what we're learning in different keys. For example, let's take this all to the key of G. So if we have our 1, 4, and 5 in C, we can now take our 1, 4, and 5 to the key of G, 1, 4, and 5. So if we learn with numbers, we're able to change it to different keys. So we're going to stay in C for a while for clarity of explanation, but we're going to be moving to other keys at a later time. So now let's take a look at the other scale degrees, the 2, 3, and 6. They're used frequently, but we're going to wait to look at them in a later video. Notice that they are in lowercase because they're minor chords. The 7 is a diminished triad and is used less often because the 2 outer notes are no longer a perfect fifth, so it has a less stable sound. So we're not going to use that for a little while. I hope you enjoyed this module of Rob's Piano Room. Don't forget to check out the accompanying PDFs for more examples and practicing materials. See you next time.